You've successfully grown businesses like AOL Local and CVAS to over 50 million and 100 million in revenue, respectively. What strategies or frameworks do you recommend for SMBs looking to scale?
I think that, and David, you mentioned it, and I'm going to keep coming back to it. Is what's the problem that we're trying to need to solve right now? And I think so often there are when SMB or any business really has a million problems to solve, but let's pick one. Let's pick one about growing revenue and scaling. Okay, great. Do we know who our customer is? Who is our customer? And let's really be clear about who we are building for and who can buy and should and will buy from us. Just shedding 80% of the market or 90% of the market to focus on who our best customer is probably step number one. We waste time talking to prospects and leads that are never going to buy, and if they buy, they're never going to renew, and if they renew, they're not going to be happy about it, and they're going to be a pain in the ass. So we all know who those customers are. So getting locked in on who our customer is really important. The second is to understand how pricing and packaging can work for our business, but also, I believe, align with our customers as well. We know that we want to acquire a customer and we want to deliver value, and we want that to grow over time, value to the customer and value to us. So finding a clear, easy way in a pricing and packaging model so people can purchase quickly, because if you can't understand it on a napkin or in a, just tell me what the price is, then it's going to be really hard to be successful. And then once you have the customer and the pricing and packaging model set up, you need to understand what are the resources you need to make that happen, to bring that product to market and to sell it and to support it. And that's picking your go-to-market strategy. Is it self-service and product-led? Is it an inside sales force? Is it an outside sales force? Is it channels? Those are all decisions you can make based on the pricing that you have and your ability to do it. But it all comes back to, I'll add a little bit to what it comes back to, but it all comes back to picking the problem and then getting GSD, getting stuff done, like get moving on it. You will be wrong, but you will learn with new data and activity. Activity always wins the day.
Yeah. The data you get from being wrong is way more data than you can get from sitting on the sidelines. For SaaS companies, what do you think are the biggest mistakes CEOs make in go-to-market strategies, and how can they avoid them?
I think pricing is a huge mistake that people make. They overcomplicate it. I'm guilty as charged 80 times. Underpricing is probably the biggest problem, the biggest mistake people make. At Bitly was a great example. When we started and decided we needed to get profitable and get moving, I'd like to tell you that we did a ton of research and data analysis at the start. We did later once we scaled and we were a real big business. But then when we were, $1 million a year in recurring revenue, we more or less picked an easy pricing model and said it starts at $1,000 a month. And we had one or two add-ons, but that was it. And I can tell you that the team told me I was crazy. I vividly remember a salesperson saying, "Mark, nobody's ever going to pay $1,000 for this." Fast forward 3 months later, he was doing $1,500 a month deals, $2,000 a month deals. So set your price high. You can always lower it. It's hard to raise it.